Hey planner friends, it's been a while, but today I am planning in my lovely new Archer and Olive Halloween notebook. I've already drawn out my layout that I'm going to be probably using for the year, and I'm going to be using the New Year's Eve kit from Plannerface, which was the October 2024 mystery kit, and it's just gorgeous. It's not the colours that I would usually pick for January, but I'm trying to move away from my colour coding, and there's so much in the Plannerface mystery kit. So you can see that I've already picked out some bits and pieces, and I am pairing this with this gorgeous hollow disco ball set from Josephine Bow Designs. So I've got full box overlays, I've got 2 pages of underlays, which I hope will be enough, but they are so pretty. And then I have the bottom washi page there. I'm also memory planning, so I have all of my stickers pulled out on my Plannerface reusable sticker album, and I've been taking memory notes throughout the week. These are a mess, but they are again on a Plannerface planning notes pad. Okay, so let's get started with the base. With my sidebar. So in this planner, I'll probably explain more of this as we go along, but I didn't want a timed planner anymore, and I really wanted a bullet journal for my monthly planning. That January script is from Plannerface. Yeah, I wanted to do more memory planning and less timeline planning. So yeah, I've measured and drawn out everything, I think. So these are 4 boxes across, well, 4 centimeters across, and then I've got enough space for bottom washi at the bottom. And then out of these tall boxes, I think because half my hair's black now, I'm going to go with the girl with black hair. I used to always go with the blonde ones, but then I stopped bleaching half my head. Current me isn't sure whether I will have done a face cam intro for this video, so I don't know if you can see what I look like right now, but my hair is still half black and half blue, like it was, I think, when I stopped filming about 1.5 years ago, which is wild to think that it's been 1.5 years since I stopped filming my plan with me's. I realised I've done that green box, but then the Monday to Sunday box is also green, so I'm not sure. Does it fit? Oh, it does fit. Okay. Okay. Let's just pop you in a little bit less wonky. And then see if we can pick this up, please. Yeah. Oh, it's meant to be. It's meant to be. This box is not meant to be green. So I've already got some orange in my sidebar. I'm going to go with this, I don't know what colour to call it, this beige colour. I don't like the word beige. It makes it sound boring, but it's a really nice neutral colour. And then we will pop our disco balls back down. Next, I'm going to do date covers, which again, I put that sheet somewhere and was like, I won't need this. And of course I need the date covers from it. So I'm going to try and get these nice and close to the lines that I've already drawn, and just try and put them down straight as well, so that I have plenty of space for my stuff. So this week, obviously my first week in this new planner, one of the main reasons that I wanted to downsize was because I don't want to be putting much work stuff in my planner anymore. The way that I was marking work stuff just kind of felt like I was duplicating what I was doing in my work planner, and seeing as I'm doing more memory planning, it seems silly to be like, oh, this day I had a meeting at work, because future me really isn't going to care about that. I don't know, maybe if I had a conference or something, I would put that in here, but I don't really need my memory planner to be like, oh, today you did the same bit of analysis that you do pretty much every day. So we're just trying out something new. So for like weekdays, I have a lot less space, but then obviously this week I have had the whole week off. Well, not obviously, but this week I had the whole week off as my like Christmas break because I worked over the Christmas week. So Wednesday I did more stuff, so I've given myself some extra space on there. So I'm just going to grab this out, still in frame, nice, and pop my dates on. In the couple of weeks that I've been memory planning, this is the first week that I've actually like put the dates on my memory planner, and oh my god, I don't know why I didn't start doing this immediately, because it made it so much easier to, well, in this week between kind of Christmas and New Year's, made it easier to remember where we were in the week and what day it was. And 5. Okay, they all went down fairly nicely as well. Next, we're going to do a couple of full boxes. So I love the full box options in this kit. New Year's Day, I'm going to use this 2025 box because that makes the most sense. Oh, I haven't done glitter headers. So you might have seen on my Instagram, I did kind of play around with this layout that I wanted to do in like an old journal, because I bought a duplicate of the kit basically, and I was like, oh, I'll try out that new idea that I have. Nice, yeah, I was like, oh, I'll try out that new idea that I have, and I can see how it will look with a kit in my current planner and in my old planner, and I was really happy with how it turned out. And yeah, that was kind of, I did that just before I bought this journal, or just after I bought this journal maybe. I bought the whole Arch and Olive Halloween box specifically for this journal because I just immediately fell in love with it. And you will also notice, this is a wild concept for me, but I don't have to trim anything to put it in this planner. Famous last words, I have underlays that I will need to trim in like 2 seconds, but I made the columns fit. So we'll go back in with this box. Lovely. And then I need some boxes for over the weekend. So I really like this one. And it goes with the like disco ball, like basically this disco ball ice bucket is why I thought I would pair this with the disco ball from Josephine Bow Designs. And then I'm going to take, I think, this half of this double box and put it on Sunday. And then I will need one more to go on Tuesday because I'm going to do a little extender, but we'll leave that for the minute. Next, I was going to do bottom washi. So I was thinking about using the washi add-on, but then I realised the date covers are green. So I'm going to go with the washi that is in like the main kit. So I get the mini kit from Plannerface, so you get 2 strips of 15mm washi. And I made myself a little space for my 15mm washi down here. And that's one key. There we go. I put my ruler somewhere as well. So yeah, how has everyone been? I know that I said that I was going to take like a little break for things getting busy like in my personal life, but then it didn't really calm down. I was trying to finish my professional portfolio, which I've now finished, and I'm now like a registered clinical scientist, which is very exciting. And I've started to settle into my new job, which is basically the same as my old job, but with more responsibilities, which is kind of what I was working towards. I'm thinking, well, I'm not promising anything with like filming and stuff, but if I do start keeping up with it a bit, then I might do like flip throughs of my old planners, because then I can kind of go through everything. But if you've been keeping up with me on Instagram, then you'll kind of already know what happened, like know what's been going on. So when I finished my professional portfolio last year, try and get this overlay down straight. Come on. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so when I finished my portfolio and I submitted it last year, I was thinking about coming back and doing like YouTube again, and then I broke my wrist. So I couldn't do any planning for a bit, and then I definitely didn't want to be filming because it was very, very clunky. So that kind of took me a while to like get everything back on track with, and then I had to get back to like full strength with weightlifting, and I had like 6 weeks of working from home because I couldn't drive without my insurance charging me like through the nose. I love how that wash has turned out. I'm gonna kind of give it a little once over with a card off camera so that it looks a bit more vibrant, because with these sorts of stickers it always gets a little bit frosty when you put something over it. But yeah, so broke my wrist. I had to get back on track with everything, and then the year 2024 was just kind of all over the place for me. So okay, putting things down straight and not, oh god, okay, that's how that one's going down, fine. Yeah, last year just got a little bit, oh come on, yeah, last year just got a little bit out of hand with like family stuff, and I don't think it would have been very fun to listen to. So, but yeah, like I was saying, I might do like some flip throughs of my old planners, or like my 2023, the end of my 2023 planner, the beginning of my 2024 planner, and go over like spreads that you might have missed if you weren't keeping up with my YouTube, if you weren't keeping up with me on Instagram. Okay, these underlays are stunning. I'm kind of sad that I'm gonna be covering a lot of them up because I did a lot this week. I'm filming this on the Sunday like I used to do. I used to do like a pre-plan and then fill in throughout the week. And basically what happened was last year got so out of hand that pre-planning became almost entirely pointless for me. And I was like just writing notes down on like scraps of paper. And then I was like, wait, this is basically just memory notes. So on my memory notes sheet, I've got like little to-do lists as well, which wouldn't actually go in the planner, in my planner. I can't believe that's that whole sheet done already. Yeah, so I decided to start doing memory planning instead. I'm going to fill in these bits with extra little cut bits, but Tuesday I'm doing an extender for, which is kind of terrifying, but we'll just see how it goes. Right, let's get our first box down. I think if I was going to do an extender without underlays, I would probably have to buy like an actual extender, like a box. But for this, I'm just going to trim a bit of like the white paper off here to create my like hinge. I need a fresh page of my sticker book. Right, so we've got my little hinge. I'm going to line this up on my little hinge. going to line that up a little bit better on my little hinge. Okay, there we go. And then on the back, I'm going to take these. Will you stop sticking to me? Okay. And on the back, I'm going to take one of my underlays. Try and line that up. Okay, that is like almost perfect. I'm very proud of that. And then he's going to stick down here. Just me to be like, oh, it's my first video back. Hopefully of many, but we'll see how this year goes. Okay, there we go. I'm going to do something I haven't done for a while. Well, I'm going to be in a brand new planner that I've never planned in, and I'm going to do something that's kind of complicated that you don't really want to talk through. Couldn't be me. Could not be me. I've then got my cutting board, and I'm going to cut out some of these to go in all of these gaps. Okay, so I filled in all of those little gaps. These are about 1.5 centimeters, and these are about 8 millimeters. So I just cut out strips. The pattern doesn't follow along, but because I'm going to be covering these with my plans from the week, I'm not too bothered. So I'm just going to finish off the base by adding in my overlays, so more foil. And I also have a weekend banner, but I might use the weekend banner from the kit because the weekend banner is all foil and I'll be putting over a fairly foiled bit. So overlays, I think I'm going to take this one for my little doggy pal over here. And again, I'm gonna give all these a little go over with like a plastic ruler just to brighten up the sticker behind the overlay again. The 2025 one, I think I'm going to use these hanging disco balls. Just because I didn't want any foil to go over the actual 2025 bit. This one, I think I will do the other frame. I'm not super keen on these two because I think they're going to be like too much. Beautiful. And then this one I'm going to do these ones that are at the bottom. And then for my sidebar, I'm going to do some cutting. Beautiful. Yeah, I'm going to take one of these and I'm just going to trim the corners. Yeah, I'll do them so they'll go down here and up here. And because this is transparent matte paper, it shouldn't look too weird when there's no overlay in the middle. I love that. I mean, it wouldn't be one of my spreads without having to cut stuff, would it really? There we go. Cool, so that is my base done of my first spread of 2025. So as I said, I've got my planning notes and I've got my plans, and then I pulled out all of the pages with boxes on that I might need. Oh, I forgot to add my weekend banner. So this is just the weekend banner from the Plannerface kit, and we'll pop that there. Beautiful. Even though I was off all week, I still want to have the word weekend in there somewhere. For day one, I started off with quite a few errands. I'm going to use one of these so I've got enough space to mark in all of my errands. And then I've got the laundry doodle from the kit. And then I did a little bit of memory planning. And if I remember rightly, this was just like wrote in what I did the week before. So I'd done the spread, but I hadn't actually written anything on it. So I've got a little bit of deco from the kit to mark that. I was then just going through I was just watching some YouTube while I did that memory planning, so I'm going to mark that in. I then went to team training. So how much space is it going to give me if I put one of these in? Not much. Let's go with one of these in green. So the thing is, with the way that I'm doing my planner for this year, if this was a work day and I was just trying to fit in like the things I did in work, it wouldn't be such a tight fit. That's way too small. But because I'm trying to fit a whole day in, I'm just going to add in a little thing down here. Like, it's going to end up looking a little bit busy. So for team training, I have this weightlifting vanilla from Papershire, and I have a custom script from Plannerface that says team training, and also a custom one that says that this was my snatch session for the week. So you will see, if I keep up with my planner, that I'm still very much weightlifting a lot. And I'm going to pop in this computer from Papershire to mark that I played some Baldur's Gate with one of my best friends. So again, something else that you're going to notice throughout this spread, especially this week, is I've been playing a lot of Baldur's Gate, and I play it mostly with one of my best friends from home who lives kind of far away from me. But I did see in person this week, so that was delightful. So moving on to Tuesday, I'm going to be careful not to have things hidden like under here. So I'm going to start off with, no, because that's the colour of the header. It's exactly what I tried to do on the first sheet. I'm going to start off with a green, and this is going to be to mark that it was New Year's Eve. Now, I ordered myself some custom holiday scripts from Plannerface, but I didn't order them in anywhere near enough time, so I don't have them, basically. It's as simple as that. A patterned little thing. It's marking some... Is that gonna be weird? Oh, it's gonna be weird whatever I do. Maybe if I mark in New Year's Eve a smidge bigger, and I'll reuse this at some other point. Please don't peel the foil. Yeah. See, I'm getting the hang of this again. I'm gonna use this box because I think this one will fit in nicely. Yeah. And if I put my little Prosecco back there, and now we're back in business. So I can use that little thing, like really butt it up next to it, and it won't be visible. And then I have a little icon from the Josephine Bow Designs kit, because this day I had to just run a few errands, and one of them was requesting a prescription that I really need to remember to pick up. I'm then going to put in that my friend from weightlifting came over and we trained together. So our gym was closed this week, and she would normally always train at the gym, and she's worried that she's going to have to like put all of her sessions in the last half of the week. Because I have my garage and we're currently like carpooling to the gym together, she came over and we trained together, and it was actually really nice to not just be on my own in a cold garage. I'm going to put that script up a bit so that I can put who I was training with underneath. Next, I did my January goals and had a little bit of a plan with me bin. Should mark that in with a little thing. There's some big things that I want to mark in from like actual New Year's Eve celebrations. Let's put that in, and I have a little laptop to mark that. And then, surprise, surprise, played some more Baldur's Gate with my friend Becca. Will continue to be a theme of like all my plan with me, is because it's just really nice like consistently going online and being like hanging out with her, that in a way that we didn't normally do before we both got obsessed with this game. And then I'm going to use another little thing to mark in that before we started doing our New Year's stuff, I treat myself to like a bath. So I was going into the new year with like fresh, like clean hair and feeling like a little bit pampered. And then we did our usual thing for New Year, which is we drank Prosecco. We watched Queen live at Wembley from 1986. Okay, I didn't think it through with having like nothing to press down on. Is that straight? I don't feel like that's straight. Actually, I've got an idea. So just because I don't have to trim things to go in this planner doesn't mean that I am not going to. So I've cut this in half and I've cut a chunk out of the middle. This is a vanilla from Papershire. I think it's supposed to be like a comedy night vanilla, but I'm going to use it to mark in that we're watching Queen. And then I had 2 other things to mark in, but I think I'm only going to have space for one of them. And one of them is just Happy New Year, which seems a little bit redundant since I've got New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. So I'm just going to finish off this extender with that. And some deco from the kit. And that is because for like actual midnight we watched the Jules Holland Hootenanny, and then as soon as I finished singing Auld Lang Syne I went to bed. So I'm really happy with how that's turned out. It gives me that extra space without me having to do some sort of like fold out like Dutch door situation. Okay, what's our next colour? Green. Okay, I'm not going to use green because it's the glitter header. So the next colour, I am trying to like go in order, so I'm using up things equally. So the next thing I'm going to mark in is that this was New Year's Day. And again, I will eventually have a script for this, I just didn't order them at a good time. And I'm going to mark that in with, there were so many little clock decos with this kit, which I understand and I really love. So I'm going to try and bring those in as much as possible. So the first thing that I'm going to mark in is that I slept in a little bit on New Year's Day because I'd stayed up a little bit late. You know how it is. I go to bed at like 9 a.m. 9 a.m. I go to bed at like 9 p.m. So staying up till midnight was quite the achievement. Used one of the patterned little things to mark that I drove down to my hometown. So this was to see my mum and dad for New Year's Day. So I'm going to use one of these from the kit. What colour will it be? Green. Nice. I'm going to use the green one from the kit. Oh, annoying, this is going to be over all of the little seams, but I am sure I will not notice once the whole spread is laid down. So I'm going to put that we had like a little catch up. We then went out for lunch with some family friends, which included my friend that I've been playing Baldur's Gate with. So I'm going to mark that in with a patterned quarter box. That's way too close. And then I have the fork and knife doodle from the kit. Again, I think I've given myself too many things to put in. I'm still getting used to the whole memory planning thing. Maybe if I just trim this a smidge, because I don't need all that space for that one. And then I'll pick this up. And I'll put it right on that seam. Yeah, that's cute, I like that. So the next colour would be orange, but I need to mark something else with orange. So I'm going to skip to grey. A quarter box here to mark in that I saw my friend Becca in real life. And these are squidges from Stick with the Plan Co. I think they're from a sampler. I'm then going to mark in driving home. So it's a very, very quick visit, but it's like an hour and 40-minute drive, hour and a half, because it was like barely any traffic on New Year's Day. And then in the evening, I jumped back online and me and Becca played some more Baldur's Gate. So we caught up in real life, and then as soon as I got home, we went back to being virtual friends. And I also had some drinks with that. So I'm using this Christmas drinks sticker from Papershire. I've been using them all the way through the December, but it fits the colours of this kit really well. So yeah, that's why I picked that one. So moving on to the second half of the week, Thursday. Don't need a massive box for this, so I think I'm going to use a little thing to mark in, starting the day with some errands. So I'll pop that in there. And then I just have this bin doodle from Plannerface to mark that in. I put in that we took the bins out, but I'm not sure that we actually had to, because God knows when bin day is at the moment. I then trained at home. So I was originally planning on going to my gym this day, but things in the evening moved around, so it didn't quite work out. So that's another one of my custom scripts from Plannerface, and the dumbbell doodle is also from Plannerface. I then watched some YouTube, which I'm also going to mark in with a little thing. And a TV doodle from the kit. And then played a little bit of Baldur's Gate with Becca, which will come as a surprise to no one. If you're interested in our current playthrough, I know I've got Anna obsessed with Baldur's Gate, Anna from Plannerface, and you never know, I might get you obsessed with Baldur's Gate as well. It is a wonderful, wonderful game. I wanted to use one of these, but I think it's not going to take up enough space, so I'm going to use this pattern. Oh, that's not going to take up enough space either. So this one. Yeah, there we go. So that in, I'm just gonna get in here, get this up a little bit. So this was a surprise birthday party for our friend. So I've got the birthday present doodle from the kit, and then also some deco and a little birthday cake icon from the foil bundle, just to give it a little bit of shine. So that was our friend's surprise birthday gathering, which was really nice. And I was also really drinking because it was a Thursday and some people had work, so it's just nice to see a bunch of people that I hadn't seen for a while. Moving on to Friday. So this was a super lazy day. So I'd been umming and ahhing about whether to go to my parents on Wednesday or Friday, and I realised that I just wanted a day at the end of the week where I just did nothing. So I did a couple of errands in the morning, which included going to the post office, which is not my favourite thing ever. And then I had a little cozy morning time where I played some Sims instead of Baldur's Gate. So I'm going to pop that in with a patterned quarter box. And then I have this stick with a Planco girl who's all bundled up. But I'm going to trim the bottom off because she's quite big. I then had a super lazy day, so I'm going to use a square box from the kit, this orange one I think, to mark in that I basically just did nothing. I was going to use this paper shard because we played Baldur's Gate all day, but I realised that because I swapped some out, it's now there. So I'm just going to use this little doggy to mark that we basically just played Baldur's Gate all day. And then I'm going to use this box to mark that we had some drinks in the evening, because I was still off work, you know. There we go. Saturday I started off, I've been getting quite good at starting off my days with doing the errands that I need to do that day. So Saturday I started off by doing a little bit of errands. This was oh, I didn't get a sticker out for that. This was basically just popping to a little Tesco. So I'm gonna put the coffee cup in because I basically went there because I needed caffeine for training. So pop that in there. Then after a bit of a lazy morning where I was mostly just trying to get ready for training, I went to training. I'm not going to use a half box. See, I want as much of that underlay to come through as possible, so I'm trying to avoid using half boxes that take up the whole width of the box. So I'm going to use a square box again to mark in. And this is again from Papershire, and then I have my custom script from Plannerface. Okay, you're stuck there, you can stay there. And at this training session I did my first PB of the year, which is kind of insane, but I've been working really, like, I've been mentally like having a tough time with cleans ever since I broke my wrist. So I did a PB clean and jerk. I kind of got over the hump of the weight that I broke my wrist with, and that was a huge milestone. I'm just trimming the bottom of this. Stick with the Planco Lottie again because she's a bit big. Yeah, I had this massive mental block. I was just pulling the weight every time, and then I think mid-December I clean and jerked 75 kilos, and since then every time I've like gone heavy with them, I've added like a kilo, because it was getting to the point where my cleans were so easy, but I just couldn't get under a single kilo more. I'm incredibly proud of myself. For the rest of this day, I pretty much just did some gaming with Becca. So I'm going to mark that in. I'm going to mark that in a little bit higher. So I'm using this, I don't use controller, but I'm using this stick with the Planco Lottie. And then I had to go and pick up the Tesco shop. So I've been loving click and collect, even when they give me things I don't want. So I've just got the grocery doodle from the kit. And then I also have, I don't get to use many of the scripts from the foil bundle, but I'm using shopping. And then it started to snow. I'm going to use one of the like skinnier little things from the mini kit sheet. Yeah, so I didn't expect the snow. I didn't know what to mark it in with, so I've just got this like hot chocolate cup. I'm guessing it's hot chocolate because it's got like whippy stuff on the top. And then for the rest of the evening, we had some drinks, we did some gaming. If I pop this, oh, I'm going to put it in this way around. And then before it sticks down too much, I will give it a little trim. Lovely. And then I'm just going to mark in with a bit of deco from the kit. Maybe not that bit, this bit. A bit of deco from the kit. We were just having a lazy evening, really. Okay, and then on to Sunday. It is Sunday, but I know what I'm doing today, so hopefully I won't have to come back and add anything in. I've been starting off my Sundays recently with a little Sunday reset. I know that the glitter head is green, but it's far enough away. Pop that in, and then mark that with the vacuum doodle from the kit. So that's my Sunday reset. So I've like cleaned, I've folded laundry, I've vacuumed. Just makes me feel like ready for the week ahead, and I have to go back to work tomorrow, so that's we're not thinking about that right now. And then putting in planning time, and I'm using the script from the kit. And I just realised that I've written these things down in the wrong order because I've already done one of these things. But never mind. I'm going to use this swatch that I wanted to use earlier. I'm going to pop this swatch in and this Paper Shire Christmas tree doodle to mark that I took the Christmas decorations down. So I usually take my Christmas decorations down on the 6th of January because that's when my mum always did it. But I'm at work tomorrow and I'll be training after work, so I can't be bothered. So I'm doing Christmas decorations down today. And then I'm going to be playing some Baldur's Gate with Becca. I'm going to mark that in with this vanilla with a D20. And then I know that this evening I just want some quiet, like I don't want to have the Sunday scaries basically, because I'm going back to work tomorrow. I've had a week off. I also had like obviously Christmas, like bank holidays off. So I just want that is going to be a pain in the ass to write on. I put this over here. And then that It's gonna say like YouTube and chill or like lazy evening or something like that. I thought the sofa was appropriate. But yeah, that is all my stickers down. I'm gonna take a photo for Instagram now and then fill it all in. So here's the spread all filled out. I filled this out with a Zebra Sarasa clip in 0.7. If you see my Insta stories, I have been playing around with this gorgeous TWSBI fountain pen, but I've noticed that the ink that I have kind of feathers on stickers, especially when they've got like quite a lot of ink from the printing on. So I haven't been using this on stickers because it doesn't like it. I'm so happy with how this turned out. As I said, a little bit worried about my first new spread in this new format, in this like new journal. It's always a little bit nerve-wracking when you have to do something that you've never done before and then you decide to film it as well. So I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm not promising anything about being back, but I will try and be a little bit more consistent than leaving it a year and a half between videos. So I've completely forgotten my outro. So if you have any questions about any of the stickers, please drop me a comment. Give the video a like if you enjoyed it. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. There it is. I'll see you next time. Bye.